In this video, we will learn how to solve question involving other form of direct proportions. So the objective of this lesson is you will learn about other form of direct proportion. And the key is first you sub in the x and y value, find k, then sub in the k to form the equation. So what do I mean by other form of direct proportion? Let us first look at one example. For example, area of the circle is given by A is equal to pi r squared. So now let us take a look. If radius equals to 1, the r square value will be equals to 1 and the area will be 1 times pi, which will give me pi. If the radius is 2, r square value is 4, area is 4 pi. 3, then I'll get 1 pi for 16 pi, so on and so forth. Alright, so I have 25, 36, 49, 64 pi. Alright, now if we look at the radius, which is r, when r increased by 4 times, you can see that the area, right, increased by not just 4 times but 16 times. So clearly, r and the area is not directly proportional. However, if we look at, let's say, the r square value, from 4 to 36, there's a 9 times increase. Area, right? There is also a 9 times increase. 64 to 16, there's a decrease of 4 times, alright? Decrease by 4 times. And you can see that the area also decreased by 4 times. So from this, we can see that the r square and the area, they are actually directly proportional. And we can confirm this by taking the area divided by r squared. This will give me pi, this will also give me pi. So since area divided by r squared will give me a constant, in this case is pi, we can say that the area and r squared, they are directly proportional. So it's not just a and r are directly proportional. They are not in this case. In this case, area is directly proportional to r squared. And the rest is the same. You just have to understand that not every time it is x and y that are directly proportional. It can be x square is directly proportional to square root of y. Alright, it can just be like that. Let us look at some example. Given that y is directly proportional to x squared and y is equal to 75 when x is equal to 5, find an equation connecting x and y. So in this case, instead of writing y is equals to kx, since y is directly proportional to kx squared, we must write y is equals to kx squared. Alright, so the square here is important. So instead of y is equals to kx, it is y is equals to kx squared. So the rest is actually the same. Y is equals to 75, we just put in the substitution. x is 5, so 5 square k. So look, the x I substitute with 5. Square is still here. So 75 is equals to 25k. K will just be equals to 75 over 25, which is equals to 3. Again, this is not the answer. The answer will be y is equals to 3x squared. Alright, because y and x squared are directly proportionate. So remember to write the square. So y will be equals to 3x squared. This will be the equation, the specific equation for this question. B is also the same. Now that we know that y is equals to 3x squared, y will be equals to 3 times 4 square. We just substitute x with 4 because they say x is equals to 4. So y is equals to 3 times 16. Y will be equals to 48. Lastly, find the value of x when y equals to 147. So y is equal to 3x squared. Y is now equals to 147 because the question says so. Then 3x squared. X squared will be equals to 147 divided by 3. Which will give me x squared equals to 49. So x will be equals to, now it is very tempting to just write 7, but in this case there are two answers to x. So let's square root 49, or it is negative 49 because x equals to 7 or x equals to negative 7. Why? Because negative 7 times negative 7 will also give us 49. So remember, when there's a square, you might have two answers, right? So x will be equals to 7 or x will be equals to negative 7. And this will be your answer. Next, you can try this question out on your own. Again, the important thing is to get the equation correct, the general equation correct. In this case, they say that P is directly proportional to Q. So this will be your general equation. So please pause the video and try this question out yourself. It should be pretty simple. Alright, I hope that you have tried out the question. So you just have to substitute 40 in, and k times 2 to the power 3, because q is equals to 2, we change q into 2. Alright, 40 is equals to 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8k. K will just be equals to 40 divided by 8, which will give me 5. Again, this is not the answer. You have to write the equation connecting P and Q. So K is equals to 5. This will be your equation connecting P by Q. Alright. Next, you should pause this video if you really have not done it. If you have done it, please check the answer. Find P when Q is equals to 4. So 5 times 4 cubed. right? Because 4. So P will just be equals to 4 to the power of 3 times 5, 320. Next, they want us to find Q. Alright, so P is equal to 5Q cube. So now they give us P is 135 is equals to 5Q cube. So Q cube will be equals to 135 divided by 5. Q cube will be equals to 27. So Q will be equals to cube root 27, because cube you bring over, the opposite is cube root. So Q will just be equals to 3. Alright, just take note, right? Because it's cube root, there's no negative 3 as the answer. Because only 3 times 3 times 3 will give you 27. Negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 will not give you 27. So the negative only apply when there is square. Finally, let us look at the last question. Given that y squared is directly proportional to x cubed and x equals to 3 when y is equals to 54, find an equation connecting x and y. So you might want to pause this video, which you should, even though I said you might. So pause this video and try this out. If you need a bit of hint, the general equation is y squared is equals to k and x cubed. Alright, so do the simple substitution and find k, sub in the k. Alright, I hope that you have tried this out on yourself. So all I have to do is to substitute the y and x value in. 54 square, because 54 is y, times k times 3 to the power of 3. So here I will have 54 square, which is 2916 is equals to 3 to the power of 3 is 27. K. So K will be equals to 2916 over 27, which will give me 108. And again, K equals to 108 is not the answer. The answer is y squared is equals to 108 times x cubed. Alright. So this will be the equation connecting x and y. So B, find the value of y when x is equals to 5. Again, I now know the specific equation to this question. All I have to do is to y squared is equals to 108 times x to the power of 3, because x is 5, like that. Alright, y squared is equals to 108 times 5 to the power of 3. Get 13500. So y will be equals to plus minus square root of 13500, because as mentioned, when there's a square and you want to square root, you kind of get two answers. So you will have 116, this one is 3SF, or y will be equals to negative 116. Alright, so these two will be your answer. And actually that's all. It's not too complicated. The idea is the same, just that when there's other equation, your so-called general equation, right, you just follow what the question tells you. Just follow instruction and you will be fine.